Hello everybody, this is Ginger Sim, and we are live right now with another gameplay video from SimAirport by LV Game Dev. So I've loaded up our last airport. When we finished up the first video, we were at the end of day 4. We have basically the foundation of everything we need set up to support a few flights a day. My plan right now, since we are profitable, is to expand this area here so that we can fit a small cafe, another plane stand, airplane gate, and check-in counters, and relocate this queue more central for these ticket counters or gate counters, and add gate counters over here with their own queue. So we'll probably want to expand this area here down to about here so that we can fit everything. And before we get started, don't forget we are live on Twitch right now, twitch.tv/gingersim, and you can also follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/gingersimgaming. Be sure, if you like the video, to give us a like on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. Well, let's get started. Now, since we last played, the developers did release another patch to the game, which is fantastic. I don't remember exactly what was fixed in this one, but if we see any glitches, it may be because we're loading from a save game, and they did release an update. So we'll play through if it's not too bad. If we do start to notice some big issues, we'll probably start a new airport. Looks like we did lose one flight today. So let's see if we can pick up another flight for the afternoon here. And we've unlocked some extra airlines. That's fantastic. I don't know if we want to go for a 777 yet. That's a lot of people. But there's a 737. Let's see if we can get maybe a 767 in the afternoon. Morning. Yes, we can. Alright, so we'll drop that in there. Go to our scheduler. And we'll leave that one nice and... Oh, there's some new sounds. I like it. Alright. Now we've got our passengers starting to arrive for their flight this morning. Everything looking good. Now, they have fixed some issues with passengers getting stuck. So they tend to desire rest between ticketing and security, I've noticed. That's where you see the percentage start to drop. So I'm going to put in a couple benches just so we can see what happens. If we start to see people late to their flights, we'll remove the benches. But right now I'm just kind of curious to see if they actually get used or what will happen. There we go. We've got some people. Things look pretty smooth right now. I'm not sure if it's just me. Does time seem like it's slowed down in the game? Could be just me. And our plane is coming into land right now. Got our people lining up. We do have some trash, So let's get a recycling bin or a trash can. Garbage bin, perfect. Now, one thing I will note that was mentioned in the patch notes for last night, they have made it less likely that the passengers getting off of a plane will immediately visit the restroom, which is great because they all used to flood into the restrooms, and it would get pretty ugly there. Alright, so it looks like they still haven't fixed the timing issue, which is fine, doesn't really matter, we leave plenty of time for planes, so that's okay. That, everyone's already out of the airport. I wonder if there's a baggage issue. No. So it looks like the developers have also fixed the issue where the baggage lines were disappearing when you would save and load games. So that is fantastic. Because those do take a while to build. So one thing I'm noticing is, okay, it looks like they're balancing out the queues a little bit. But for a minute there, we only had people in this lower queue. I'm not entirely sure why, but that's okay. Security is moving along quite well at the moment. Our plane is coming into land. Looks like everything is going fairly smoothly. We do have some garbage in the bathroom. I'm not going to worry about that for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are quite a few people in the bathroom, but it looks like that was fairly smooth compared to how it used to be. I am quite pleased with that. Our passenger ratings are actually pretty good too. When do we board? We board in 10 minutes, so that's pretty good. Passengers are getting a little tired, but that's okay. This plane will be a little late to leave, but the next one doesn't come in until 1. Now, one thing they did add in the patch last night is that added flights will not take effect until the next day. So we're not going to get that last flight of the day today. That's okay. We've got enough money to make it overnight, so we'll be good there. Overall, I am very happy right now. This looks like it's going very smooth. Too smooth. Got 99 passengers getting onto this one. Now, that was a little interesting. They came out of the restroom, went through security, and sat down. Might just be a bug, because they're not going to board. That was a little interesting, though. Overall, I am very pleased at the moment. Having said that, let's start an expansion. Let's see how much this will cost. Okay, so that's going to be very expensive. I don't want to do that yet. That's a lot of money. So let's play through a little bit. What we might do is start the expansion from this side so that we can move those seats down out of the way and get a queue set up here for a second gate. I think we might go about it that way. I'm not sure yet. I think we might go about it that way. I'm not sure. Alright, so now we wait. Don't forget, we are live right now on twitch.tv/GingerSim. And this video will be posted to YouTube right after. If you like the video, give us a like on Twitch, give us a like on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter at GingerSimGaming. So it's a little slow right now without flights. One thing that might be interesting in the future is if you have a gap like this after the last plane leaves for the day, maybe you could fast forward to midnight. Although I think you can have overnight flights. We don't have runway lights yet, just because we spent money in other areas first. So that might be something we check out too. Oh, Atlantic terminated. No, they're still there. What's going on? Interesting. So Atlantic did terminate. Alright. Let's see if we can get another evening flight. I don't know why. Who's pleased with us? Aerostar is very pleased with us. So let's take one of Aerostar's afternoon flights. And we won't put it so late in the day. I wonder if that's why Atlantic wasn't too happy with us. So 2 hours should be enough of a gap where that should be okay. So let's try that for today. It says it's scheduled though. I wonder what's up with that. I don't know. And our first passengers have arrived. As the developers keep continuing to patch this game, it's just getting better and better. I know there's at least one other game in the works getting ready to come out sometime this spring. They've said Q1. Don't know if we'll quite make Q1, but there's another game in the works. But I've been waiting for a new airport sim game for so long, since Airport Tycoon 3. Not even sure how many years ago that was at this point. But to finally have two hitting the market right around the same time is fantastic. Here we go, loading the plane. We are short no people, and it was only about 5 minutes late departing. That is awesome. Alright, getting ready for the next plane here. We may want to get an extra metal detector here. Seen a couple people get hung up. Nobody's getting stuck, but you see a little backup, and when they start to back up, that's usually when things fall apart. Just going to take a sip of my drink here. Alright. So it looks like we get a couple passengers who may just make it here. Oh no, they've got plenty of time. 113, that's some good money. Alright. We'll take that. Oh, another straggler, 2 stragglers. Are they leaving? They left. It's interesting. So this plane's late. Looks like we got plenty of time though. They're short one person. I wonder if it's that person. Looks like it was. Sorry, honey. So it does look like the benches, they may fall asleep on the benches because she clearly was here and missed her flight. Overall, I am pretty pleased with this airport layout for the moment. I'm a little afraid to start spending money here, because if we have a plane cancel, it may hit us with up to 10,000. I don't remember the exact number. I think it's 7,000 to cancel flights. So I don't quite want to spend a lot of money quite yet. So Atlantic International is landing, but they're not scheduled. Isn't that interesting? So this schedule must be for the next day. Okay. 46 people. That is not many at all. So since people wait for their baggage and get here early, I think what we'll do is put in a couple food vending machines here and a trash can. Get a couple flight displays here. Just because we can. That's a big plant. Any smaller plants? That was a big plant. Oh, that was quite expensive. I was not paying attention at all. That's unfortunate. Okay. I hope they spend a lot of money on food vending, because we're about to need it. Oh, canceled. Something funky's going on, and I don't quite know what it is. Alright, so I'm going to make an executive decision here because I am the airport CEO. And we're going to go with runway lights instead. Because that will give us night flights. And I think that will be more profitable in the short term and the long term, but especially the short term. So let's see if we can do some night flights here. I have lights. Why? There we go. Okay. So there's a night flight. Where's that come in? So that'll come in at 10 p.m. Wonderful. Alright. Good. So we're going to have a good day here. It'll actually be tomorrow, but that's okay. Plane left, just 5 minutes late. Not bad at all. Get the passengers coming in for the next flight, which is good. Money, 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 money. Money. Baggage is working nicely. Got one extra bag here. Ah, there we go. Excuse me. Things are looking pretty good right now. 47,000 per day, so 2 days we should be able to build that expansion. Well, maybe 3 days, because we won't get that night flight tonight. So we'll have to wait for tomorrow to have our new flight schedule. Most people don't seem to be using these benches, so I think I'm going to get rid of this row for now, and how expensive are benches? 500. I don't like them. I wish there was a storage area where you can move these when they're not in use, whether they just go back to deliveries or into some kind of marked storage space. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't affect anything in the game. Just for visuals. 2 on the 17. Interesting. Well, how is that scheduled like that? Huh. Oh well, that's okay. Still got the evening flight. So that must be the old one. That's the new one. Okay. So we're okay for now. Looks like people are getting bunched up right here a little bit. Not entirely sure why. It's not causing any issues yet, so that's okay. Just something to watch out for. unless you've been actively playing this game since it was released, I don't know if you'd believe me when I tell you what a difference these patches have made this past week. But this is a totally different game, and it's so much better for that. Everybody actually makes it onto their flights now, unless they're late like these people. Can't help you, dude, sorry. But if you show up on time, everybody actually makes it onto their flights, and people aren't getting stuck in the corners in the bathrooms. Oh, okay. So I think these people are pausing to view the flight display. I think that's what it is. Interesting. We might get rid of these then, if we start to notice big crowds forming. Hasn't affected anything yet, so we'll leave it for now. Just something to watch in the future. Flights are moving right along. Should have people start arriving for our 10 o'clock flight soon. There we go. One thing I'm not noticing, though, is income from vending machines. Okay. I'll have to pay attention to that. There we go. Pretty good day overall. 5 flights scheduled. Made some decent money. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, we're going to take a risk here. Oh, we can't. Because that's going to make us unsecure. Alright, what we're going to do, we're going to put in our foundation, but we're not going to connect it to the wall yet. So, how far do we want to expand this? Let's go even for now and see what happens. Now, to keep our expenses down, we did fire a couple of our workmen. So that may be a little painful as this gets built. Oh, those walls, too. Gonna have to go clear all of that out after, but that's okay. We did overextend ourselves a little bit. We won't go bankrupt, but it will hurt a little bit in the short term. Just until we get some of that money built back up, because if we're negative, we won't be able to purchase anything. Not a big deal for now, but definitely just something to watch. Alright, so now we can clear these walls because that's a secure area. We can also clear these walls. Clear these walls. Fantastic. We won't worry about flooring for now, but what we will do is start to move these benches. So since no one is in the queue, we're going to adjust that for right now. And how would we do that? So if we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So let's go 6. Yes, okay. Totally meant to do that. 3, 3. That should be plenty of room for that one. Let's go a little shorter, actually, because we have plenty of room to work with now. So let's go 4. I think that should be good for now. Okay, so we can start to move all of this equipment. And we'll get it relocated over here. With our food vending machines. I'm going to remove that one just because it's not generating any money for some reason. So it might just be a glitch loading. Let's put in an electronics vending. Just because. We'll see if those generate any money. Now, we'll get rid of these flight information displays. We'll come in with our new gate agents. We'll get a queue set up. That's ugly. Do it this way. I don't like how that's coming out. I think for now we'll try and leave that open there. See what happens. So we can put our 2 flight infos back. We can also put a bench up here, just because. Put one there too. There's one more bench, but we kind of want to leave this space for the cafe. We also need to match that flooring at some point. We're a little short on money right now, though. Got all of our flights good to go. Nobody canceled today. That's awesome. You missed your flight. Sorry. Alright, so we played through about 5 days here, 5 or 6 days. We've expanded the airport, we've redesigned our queues, we've added gate agent desks for a second airplane gate that we'll place here. We've expanded out, we're getting ready to place our cafe and kitchen. We added a couple benches over here just to see their effect on the people. We added some flight info displays, relocated our food vending, and we also added runway lights. At this point, I think this will be a good place to stop for now. This has been Ginger Sim streaming live on Twitch TV. This video was viewable at twitch.tv/gingersim and will be available on the Ginger Sim channel on YouTube. If you watched any of it, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and follow us on Twitter at Ginger Sim Gaming. Have a good day, guys.